I want to show you the funnel drop. I want to take a funnel drop and I want to build something real fast for you. And then I see a couple questions about price points. And so I'm going to get to that next. That's about offers. Okay. All right. So let's hop in here. I'm going to move my face off the screen again. And let's talk about funnels. Now, did you guys know that the SLO funnel that we sell in the funnel drop can be modified to do all kinds of things? So what we're going to do is we're going to take the one that we're selling right now, which is Funnel Minimal. I'm going to take this and I am going to clone this funnel first. Now, what you would do is it would show up as a share funnel for you. And I'm going to show you easy ways to modify the funnel if you want to do an SLO funnel, if you want to do an application funnel, or if you want to do a list building funnel. Okay, so we are here. Let's pretend that I have just downloaded a share funnel. A lot of you guys asked this question, and when you purchase a funnel drop, it's in a members area, which means if you're on the $97 plan and you're collecting the funnels and you don't want to use them yet, you don't have to pull them into your account until you're ready to use them. So I've just pulled in Funnel Minimal, okay? So let's say you want to build a list building funnel first. The easiest thing to do is to take all the pieces you don't need and hit remove from funnel. This does not delete the page. It just keeps this area clean. So I'm just going through and I am removing all of this stuff from the funnel so that I am not confused, okay? So I'm removing. All right, so now what did we say a list building funnel needs? A list building funnel simply needs a landing page and a thank you page, and then the social content, right? So I've got the landing page. Notice it's being called a squeeze page here. So if you preview it, you can see it's headline, product, name, email. Yes, I want access now. This is the button. The only thing it needs is a thank you page, right? Well, we don't have a thank you page, but it's super easy. All you have to do is hit clone funnel step, then hit add to funnel because it doesn't automatically add it to the funnel. And now you've got a duplicate. Go over to the publishing tab. This is the area where you can like rename your funnel and just rename this thank you page. Update the funnel step. And now let's actually go in and turn this into a thank you page. Super simple. All you have to do is say, awesome, you're in. Please check your email. My recommendation here is literally to delete this area, just get rid of it. I would delete this. Always check on mobile because sometimes there's mobile stuff that's there. Okay, it's gone. And then if maybe I want to, have them find me on Facebook or something. So maybe I modify this copy here. But either way, your terms and conditions are saved because you modified it, you cloned it, and you just removed what you didn't need. Hit save, and it's done. Now your list building funnel is complete. The only thing that you have to do now is connect your list building funnel to your actual email service provider. Okay, so go into your main page, click into the page, and you'll go up here into the settings and integrations. This is where you're going to integrate ConvertKit or ActiveCampaign or anything like that. You go to integrations, choose ConvertKit, subscribe them to a form, and then pick the form that you want to add them to. So a lot of you are asking the question, how do you make this happen? Well, number one, yes, you have to go into ConvertKit and create a form. And I would name the form free offer number 1 or whatever it happens to be, okay? Number 2, you have to make sure that ConvertKit and ClickFunnels are talking to each other. And once they are, this will appear right here in this menu bar. Just make sure you save. The easiest way to make sure you have all your integrations set up is to go under here and go to your account settings. And here's where you can link up ConvertKit, ActiveCampaign, et cetera, et cetera. So notice we've just made a list building funnel using the funnel drop in about 5 minutes or so. Okay, Now, let's say you actually want to do an SLO funnel and you don't want a squeeze page. You just want to send that puppy right to your $27 offer, okay? So this is what we're going to do now. Here are where all of the pieces are that we removed from the funnel. So the first thing is I'm going to take the sales page, it's going to think, and I'm going to add it back to the funnel. So now here it is. I don't need the lead magnet anymore, so I'm going to remove that from the funnel, and I'm going to remove that one from the funnel. Okay, and I'm going to add my order form back like this. I'm going to add my OTO form back like this, and I'm going to add my order confirmation back like this. Okay, so now we're back. Now we're in SLO land. Okay, so here's SLO. Now some of you are going to say, all right, well, I need the webinar funnel, so just go buy the webinar funnel because it's all built. Some of you are going to say, you don't have an application funnel built yet. You're right, we don't. However, there's two things you can do. Number one, you can use our funnel custom service and we can build you one. The second thing you can do is you can modify this to become an application funnel. Now, one of the greatest features about ClickFunnels that we really love is that, and I'm going to show you this right now. This is kind of how people use our funnel drops, because a lot of people are like, how do you use your funnel drops? You keep buying them and collecting them. Inside of the editor in ClickFunnels, when you open up a page, there are 3 different colors you're going to see. You're going to see green, which is like the big sections. You're going to see blue, which is like columns or rows. And then you're going to see orange, which are the elements. Your sections can be saved. And so you'll notice that on the Cornerstone sales page, there's like all these cool sections that you can use. Like you see how cool they are. You know, you got the black section, you got the introducing section, you got the how to do this section, the guarantee, the bonus. I love this, like this area right here. Okay. So what you can do is you can duplicate sections, you can save sections, and you can hide sections. Okay. So let's say that I want to turn this into an application funnel. I can do that super easily. The first thing I can do is pretty much, I'm going to get rid of, like, there's not going to be any opt-in here because that's like, we're making the front page. So I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to keep the headline. And instead of an image, I'm going to add what I know is the key feature of an application, which is a video. So I'm going to add in a video. All I did was delete, and then I hit the little plus button and grab the video. Okay. I also know that an application page doesn't have quite this much copy. Like, this is a lot of copy for an application page, but I really, really, really like this section here. I think this is super nice, and I think it'll like explain sort of the key features of my application, my case study. So I'm going to actually use this little arrow. And what that does is it pulls the section up the page, and it's basically just hopping sections, right? I'm not there yet. Let's see, where are we? Here we go. Hop. I'm just going to hop all the sections until I get up to the video. Am I here yet? I'm almost there. Okay. I don't need this. You can choose if you want to hide the section by clicking on the settings and clicking hide, which gets rid of it, but still saves the design, or you can delete it. If it's a really long page, I do recommend that you delete it so that it doesn't make the page load too slowly. Okay. So now I've got this section right under the video, which I really like. So I'm like, okay, awesome. Now I can modify this. And if I really like this section, and it's a section I want to use over and over again, so I'm just going to put here, I really like this section. By the way, if you ever notice that Kathy's design makes it on one line and then you have more words than what she put, and you're like, oh, now it doesn't look as good, just literally come onto the settings, drag it down until it's on one line again. Now the design that she did is preserved even with the extra words, okay? And And then let's say, you know, whatever, I add all my details and all this kind of stuff. Okay, once I'm done, now I'm going to hit save. Okay, and the save is going to save just that section as a template. And I'm going to call it, I really like this section. And I'm going to save this as a template. So now I've done all the modifications. I've added all the copy. Okay, I go through, I turn this into an application funnel. Let's say I just get rid of everything else because I'm like, you know what, all I need is maybe the stack. I'm going to just delete this. And if you don't buy a lot of funnel drops, I would really recommend that you don't delete things. I recommend that you just hide them or make a duplicate of the page with less, because you want to save the design features. But do not despair. If you have deleted stuff, it is still saved in your members area. So you can go back, you can import the funnel again, and it's fine. You still have the actual design. So I'm just going to delete all this. I'm deleting the big sections. That's the fastest way to delete it all. Okay, and I'm going to do the last piece here. Let's just pretend that I've almost, there's still a lot of sections to go. An application funnel needs a button with a pop-up, right? So I'm essentially turning this cornerstone page into an application page. So I'm going to use this button, okay? But instead, I'm going to put it right underneath here, okay? Now, if you want to save the design, just clone the button so you don't have to start over. And then you're just gonna, and sometimes ClickFunnels can be a little funny about this, but you can just drag it up. And you should see it like you see when the orange bar shows like, okay, good, it's there. And I'm gonna drag it up some more. This is the way I'm saving the design so I don't have to like redesign it again or make the button look like a Franken button. I'm coming up, I'm almost here. Just wanna make sure, hold on, sometimes it helps to drop it. This is like stuff I learned about the Buggy editor. Okay, here we are. We're here. Come on. There we go. Okay, just needed to be dropped and dropped. Ta-da! Okay, so I captured the button design that Kathy did. Now what I'm going to do is click on the little settings, and I'm going to go change the action right here so that it opens the pop-up. So now this button is going to open the pop-up, because remember what I said about application funnels is that they should open the pop-up. Now what you're going to do is click on show pop-up, and now you can add your name and your email and your button so that you can have a pop-up on this particular page. So you're going to just click here. We're going to add a column first. That's going to be where everything sits. We're going to add a input field, your email address, and then let's just add a button. Okay, so like that's the most basic pop-up you can do, is an email address and a button. Now you'll see it says warning, warning, right? These are not quite customized yet. So click on the little settings of any element whenever you see a warning. You basically just have to link it so that it's like you're telling it, hey, collect email address, not name or whatever it happens to be. So now it's connected, like now it knows to collect email address. And then on the button settings, whenever you have a form, any kind of form, the option has to be submit form. Okay, what that will do is it submits the information into ClickFunnels, into your email service provider, and then it redirects you to the next page, okay? So I've got that. All right, so then I'm gonna hit save. Now basically the way this funnel, I've essentially turned the cornerstone page into an application page. If I go and preview this, you'll see now we've got, you know, the headline, we got the video, we've got the pop-up. Notice I've got the section right here. As soon as I click this, it pops up. The question is gonna be, where is it gonna go next, right? Once it submits, it almost always goes to exactly whatever the next step is. So here you would have to change that next step, right? And you'd have to make it an application page instead of an order form page. Again, just delete everything and then add your application. Okay, so super simple, not that hard. And if you decide, you know what, I really want that beautiful section, I actually want it on my OTO. Like I went through the whole trouble of like making it beautiful and adding it, and now I want to add it, you can simply go into the next page and see how you're like, okay, I want to add it right here. You just click add new section and hit my sections. You'll see your section right here, and it will pop that entire section into the page without you having to design it again, without you having to add any more content, okay? So that is one of the, that's like the power of the funnel drops, is because once you've saved the sections, you can, this is where you can say, oh, I like that section and I want to add it with this section. And once you've like modified them, and we do this all the time with our footers, like we get our footers all set up, we save it. And so whenever we're designing a page, we literally just plop it in, right? Plop, plop, plop. And then like everything is done way faster. Okay. All right, so let me just go back here for a second, and I want to move on to this point here, but I just want to look here at the questions because there's a lot of questions that popped up. Okay. Cynthia's asking, can you save every section from every funnel? Yes, you can. Yeah, the green sections you can save. The blue sections you can save too. Those are actually called rows. You can't save individual elements, okay? All right, let me look at these questions here. All right, Bev says, if I delete a lot of the sections in your drops and turn it into a different funnel page, I lose some of the design features and not sure how to recreate the design of that page without becoming a Franken page. All right, super simple. Now this also depends on how many, like basically how many funnels you are allowed in your account at 97. But here is what I would suggest. When the funnel appears in your account, right? So here's the sales page. Okay, let's just pretend I didn't modify it. This is what I would do. Go to the publishing and type in master sales page. Now save it. This is now the master template. You can go into this template, save all the sections, name the sections, and call it your master template. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna clone it, okay? Now you're going to add it to the funnel. So now you've got two versions of the same master sales page. You got one here and one here. Pull this one up, take this one out of the funnel, remove it so that it shows in the drop down. Now you've got your master template saved in that actual funnel. You can always go in, you can always save sections, you can always do that. And now you have, and I'm gonna change the name of this, and I'm gonna call this one working sales page. So now this one, modify the crap out of it, delete sections, adjust, add, do whatever you want. You know that you have your master sales page template saved with all the original design features that you can go save. Does that help, Bev, for you? Okay. All right, let's see. How do you access the saved sections for use again? So what you do basically is whenever you add a section inside, I'm gonna just show you right now. So let's say I wanted to add a new section here where it has this little plus button, you're going to choose my section right there. And then that will show you a list of all the sections that are saved. As you can see, there's a lot. So like if I choose, I don't know, we'll just choose header funnel gorgeous store. If I put that in here, it's literally gonna pop like this little menu bar that we have here, okay? All right. Carolyn's asking, which funnel design is the one you were showing? I'm showing funnel minimal. It is probably our easiest funnel to modify because it doesn't have a lot of background images and elements. It's literally just using colors and fonts and like what's on the page. So I think it's a really easy one for beginners. Also, if you've never purchased Funnel Gorgeous, the course, I would totally do that because it does give you a lot of training. But we also realize that you guys need funnel building training, which is why we've started this, why we're doing this today. Okay. All right, so Pat, I think I just answered your question when I answered Bev's about how to create a master template. Yes, there will be a replay. Okay. You know, I want to just tell you guys something. If you are inside your Funnel Gorgeous, right, and you've got your copy, you're inside your drop, and whatever copy you have to put on the page doesn't really work with the section that's there, do not be afraid to move around sections. Because let's say you're at the point in the copy where it's like, oh, look, you got to do the bonuses. And you're like, I'm not at the bonuses. Like, this isn't going to work. Move up a part of the set of the design, duplicate or move up a part of the design that works with the copy and use that. Don't feel like you can't modify the design. It's more about the structure of the sections inside. Like, you see how this is like not a long sentence. It's not more than 2 lines. Like, as a heading, if you put a heading at 4 lines, it's going to look stupid. So figure out, like, do I make it smaller so it fits on 2 lines? Do I shorten the heading? You know, how do I, that's kind of the questions that you ask. Okay. Let's see here. All right, somebody's not even sure about what a share funnel is. So let me just, I don't know if anybody else has felt that way. So typically, when you buy a drop, you're going to get a link inside your members area, and that is a share funnel. And all you have to do, so every funnel has a share funnel link. And so we give you the share funnels of our links. They're right here, okay? And what happens is you just take that link and you log into your ClickFunnels account. And then as soon as you're logged in, you paste that link in the browser bar and it drags it into your account.